Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here. Welcome into another CMF series. This was such a last minute decision. I didn't want to miss out putting a series out for the month of July, so I figured what better series to do than to take the figures from my rejected LEGO Ideas project of my Mount Justice from the TV show Young Justice. And I really love the show a lot, and with its return for its third season and a fourth season just announced at San Diego Comic-Con, I figured I'd make it into a CMF series. Now, before we get into it, I just want to thank you all for your support. Every CMF series, I give an update on the percentage of the amount of people who are actually watching the videos that aren't subscribed, and it's actually back up to 80%. So if you are in that 80% and you're watching this video and you're watching the daily content I've been putting out, it would really mean a lot if you consider subscribing, because at the time of recording this, I'm a little over 100 from hitting 50k subs, which is just crazy to me. So thank you all so much for your amazing support. But anyways, without further ado, let's jump into things with Aquaman's sidekick, AQUALAD. His outfit is based off his appearance from the first season of the show, and he uses the FN2187 hair in tan, and his accessories are his water bearers, which are made with lightsaber hilts and the Ninjago energy pieces. Next, we've got Nightwing. I think that his Nightwing appearance was more important to include than his Robin one, since we have seen him in that outfit more in the later seasons. He uses the Lego Ninjago movie Lloyd hair in black, and he comes with his short sticks for his Eskrima sticks. Third in the series, we have Wally West, Kid Flash. He is a little different than the version from my ideas submission, because you're only allowed to use pre-existing pieces in submissions, so he couldn't have a new hair/helmet piece like he has here. His accessory here is a full pizza box, and as well a slice of pizza. Next, we have Miss Martian, based off her appearance from season 2. She has the skateboarder hair in dark orange with a blue cape, and her accessories are two types of cookies on a serving plate. One is a regular batch of cookies, and the other are burnt cookies from when she tried to bake Connor some cookies. Fifth, we have Connor Kent, or Superboy, and he looks nearly identical to the one from the Target Cube, with the exception of the dual molded boots and hands in black. His accessory is one of the shields that Lex Luthor gives him to suppress his human DNA so that he can become fully Kryptonian. Of course, Artemis is also in the series, since she's one of the main members of the team, and she comes with a quiver in black, and her bow and arrow is in dark green. And she also uses the newer ponytail hairpiece in light blonde. Next, we have her sister, Cheshire, and she comes with a brand new hairpiece because her hair was way too unique, and I couldn't come up with an existing hairpiece to use for her. And her two accessories are the ninja daggers in gunmetal gray. Next, we're going to cover the expanded members of the team. Speedy, or Red Arrow, of course, had to be in the series. He's using the spiky hair in dark orange, and he comes with a quiver and a bow and arrow in dark red, which is something that I really wish that I could get my hands on. ZATANNA is also in the series, and I wanted to include her because I'm shocked that LEGO has yet to make her into a real LEGO minifigure. And from my memory, I thought that she was the most logical to include next, and then I looked up the members of the Young Justice team, and she was actually listed right after the core members of the team, so I figured that it was good enough to include her here in the series over a couple other characters. She uses the pop star hair in black, and her accessory is the short stick, colored to be a magician's wand. There's only one main Justice League member to be included in the series, and that is, of course, Red Tornado, the team's den mother, and I think it's really important to have him here since we've never gotten him in LEGO form, and I think that he just plays probably the most key part of the show besides Batman in terms of a Justice League character mentoring the team. Anyways, he's here based off of his design from the Young Justice show, and it's actually a different design, different than anything that LEGO's ever put out in any different kinds of media for him. He has a similar cape with the collar there to Doctor Strange, and a regular cape underneath, but they both have a yellow trim. Next, we're going to dive into the villains of the show that I included in the series. First, we have Queen Bee. She uses the Wonder Woman hairpiece with the tiara, but with some special printing. Her accessory is a new scarab piece in gold. I know that a gold one doesn't really make sense, but I personally think that it works for her. She also has a skirt piece with her torso printing continued onto it. It was difficult to decide which villains to include in the series, so I kind of chose my personal favorites, which is why Count Vertigo is here. I think that he plays more of an important role in a couple of the episodes than some other villains that I didn't include here, who are probably a bit more iconic. I don't know, but anyways, he's using the Pirates of the Caribbean hair in tan. I think this next character is my favorite villain in the show. It's KLARION the Witch Boy. Him and TEEKL are just so funny every single time that they come on screen, so they immediately earned a spot in the series. TEEKL is using the existing cat piece, and KLARION is the only character to have mid-legs in the series, and he also comes with a new hairpiece. Next we have the Reach Ambassador, and he's using the Ninjago movie bottom ninja mask piece turned around for his collar. Man, that was a mouthful. But anyways, his accessory is the Reach drink from season 2, and I designed a new bottle piece for it because we don't really have a piece that would fit the shape of the bottles. SPORTSMASTER also is a very important part of the show, so he had to be included here in the series. He uses the Bruce Wayne slick back hair in light yellow, and his accessory is a fencing sword because he's a master of all sports. And the last villain of the series is Vandal Savage. His design is one that I'm extremely proud of. How it came out, and I would probably put him in a top 10 favorite figures that I've designed video if I ever made one. He's using the new Hagrid body piece in dark blue, and his accessories are 2 knives. The hairpiece that he is using here is actually the Pirates of the Caribbean one in black. Maybe he could have used a new hairpiece, but I personally think that that one works for him. And now on to the last 4 characters in the series who are a very important part of Season 3. Now I can fully recommend Season 1 and 2 to everyone watching this video, but Season 3 is a bit more adult, so just forewarning you. But anyways, that doesn't affect the figures here. First we have Black Lightning from his Season 3 appearance, because he actually appeared in another season, but this is the one that we're going with here. He's using the Solo Lando hair, and his accessories are just the regular lightning pieces recolored here in black and blue. Next we have GEO-FORCE, and he's using the Dog Trainer hair in reddish brown, and he comes with 2 orange Power Blast pieces. Next we have Violet, or Halo, a main character from the newest season. She uses the regular hood piece with some printing on it, and her outfit has a couple other color streaks running through it. And lastly, for the series, I of course had to include Forrager, or Fredbug with 2 G's. He's such a funny addition to the team. He's such a short character comparatively to other members of the team, and mid-legs I don't think would cut it, so I gave him short legs here. He's using the Rio Durant 4-arm torso introduced in a solo set. But anyways everyone, there you have it. That is my Young Justice CMF series. I've had this TV show suggested to me for so long to be made into a CMF series, and with me already having 9 figures designed for my LEGO Ideas project, I think that this was the perfect way to cap off July. Also notice how the warning sign is Legoized now. I don't talk about instructions in my videos, but I actually pointed this out to a couple of people that this is actually something that LEGO is now doing in all of their instructions with like the flickfire missiles and such. So I just thought it was something really cool and subtle that they have changed up. And if you want to check out the video about my LEGO Ideas project, it's linked at the end here. And I know that the comments will be filled with where's so-and-so, where's this person, where's that person. Before you do that, please don't suggest characters like Black Manta who would look the exact same as ones from sets. I am interested to hear who you would have liked to see. Who knows, maybe if this series does well, I could revisit it for a series 2, because there is definitely 20 characters to make up a second series for. But anyways, if you want to, be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on the daily content I've been putting out, CMF series, comparison videos, and early reviews of LEGO sets, and of course, just news in general. And if you want to as well, check out my other channels, specifically Ashnflash Movies, where I'll be reviewing Batman Hush next, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, everyone, I hope that you enjoyed this series, and I hope that you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.